Once you click on that link, John, it'll bring you in. Yep. Everybody that's catching this on the YouTube channel, just sit tight. We're working out the details. We'll bring in our guests shortly. And this will be the unedited version on our live stream on our YouTube channel. So bear with us. So you might hear some silence, some awkwardness, but hey, it's good to step out of your comfort zone once in a while. Oh, yep, wrong one. Here. Did you get my YouTube link that I sent on? Hold on, let me see. It's in your now. And click on that link that I sent you on the message, the text thread. And that should bring you in here. Just follow the prompts. And then you can position it in a different location. Do you have Chrome on your do you have it on your phone or no? Okay. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Hey, there you are. All right, so turn the volume down on your phone, John, so we don't get feedback. So turn it down to almost like a quarter on the volume on your phone itself, and then just position the phone you can in a way that gets whatever you feel comfortable with. And then no, we're good. That's perfect. So we'll communicate. We'll communicate on Squadcast. I'm going to record it on Squadcast too as well, so there'll be two different areas. But we're good. All right, you ready, brother? I love this. I'm excited. I had this date highlighted and star and asterisk. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna hit the record button, and then go ahead. Yep. Yeah, you look marvelous. 18, buddy. It's a beautiful day to have them out. I put on a hoodie today because yeah. Oh, you're a fool, man. Not yet, dude. Not yet. It's on back order. I got you, man. I got you. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. That's right. All right, we're gonna go here. All right, hit the record button. In 3, 2, 1. Welcome everybody to another episode of Framing New Heights. My name is Coach Michael Hicks. I am here today with the luxury of bringing on an important guest, you guys. A story of transformation, a story of resilience, a miracle, a family man, a dog lover, a sports enthusiast, also a really good friend of mine, and also a client of mine that just finished my 12-week program on my Live to Thrive. Please welcome. What's up, buddy? It's good to have you, man. Yeah, yeah. You remember that I brought you in when I was coaching high school varsity basketball, and I brought you in as a guest coach. You remember that? Do you remember? Do you remember the speech? And I just I want to tell our listeners out there. I was like, "Gosh, John, that is such a good speech." And then didn't you get it from somewhere? It was incredible. It was incredible. Oh my goodness, that was a good time. Yeah, yeah, and I didn't even know. And those are movies that I probably watched probably 100 times. And I was just like, "Gosh, this is so good." But enough about that. Tell us a little bit about who you are. Tell us a little bit about your story and the importance of our podcast. And I know you listen to it. I know you listen to it frequently, but it's about empowerment. It's about growth. It's about mindset. It's about health. It's about fitness. It's just that quality, positive, wholesome opportunity. And just tell everybody a little bit about your story, John, and start us out like how we met, and then give us, yeah, like I mean, maybe I should share that story, but I tell us about your journey, not only as a father, but you had some real scary, turbulent times in your life where truly you're a miracle. Okay. 51. Mhm. Yeah. Yep. Well, hold on. Let's give the listeners and really paint them a visual picture, you guys. He's falsifying a lot of this information. It was actually a red wagon, you guys. And if he was still pulling a red wagon in high school and bringing the Gatorades, we loved it. We loved it. John became our mascot very soon. I think that's more of the story like it. What would you say? That's the cool story about us. Tell us about you now. Tell us about your journey as a faith-based man, recently divorced, two flight for life, three. Is that a world record? Have you I know I've asked you this. Like I Right, right. Well, tell us a little bit about that story though. Tell us your family man, tell us your journey up to that point. Tell us a little bit about that stuff. Describe the pain. Describe the pain. We were supposed to go trick or treating together with yeah, yeah, yeah. No, you could do it. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. For those of you that are catching it on the live, you can see the screen now, and this will be saved. Mm, wow. So that's one of the flight for lives, and that, I mean, yeah. Hmm. Yeah. That story is remarkable, John, and it's kudos to your creator. Kudos to who you are as a person. May I ask, like, what do you think caused this? Was it a unhealthy lifestyle? Was it something that just happened? Can you maybe tell your listeners, like, what do you think it stemmed from? Like, how do you think it happened? And then I got to follow up. Let me ask you this: what did you learn from all of this, and what would you tell our listeners about the story that you just shared? How powerful, how impactful, how full of resilience, anti fragility. What would you say? Like, first of all, what did you learn? And then, I mean, from all that, my goodness, that you had a doctor tell you you were going to die. Hmm. Mm. Mhm. Mm. Hmm. So it sounds like positivity, like a right positive mindset. But how hard was it? Like all these people, and I work with people, and I bring in clients and things of that nature. That their mindset and their outlook on life, and here you are cheating death in the hospital for hundreds of days, and you have a still positive mindset. Like, how do you share that story? How do you share that light to everybody else? Because you were a low of low, John, you know? And how do you share that with everybody else? And I know you personally, but I want you to tell our listeners how you share that. Mm. I know. I know. I know. I know. And that's the one thing that I've always resonated with you is just your positive attitude. And my goodness, I remember so many times, so many tournaments we played, so many. For those of you that John and I go back many, many years, probably longer than, well, probably close to some of my longest long term best friends. But he always had a knack to say something that was out just in the heat of the in tie game, whatever it might be. John was making a comment over at first base or when he was pitching on the pitcher's mound about something, and it's just who you always have been, and it's just a beautiful light that it's like a beacon of light that you resonate with everybody, man. And you have one of the funniest things, and you have these one-liners that are funny as well. Yes. Okay, so that was Bastille Day. So for our listeners that are out of the country, living somewhere else, so it's a festival down in Milwaukee. It is a French festival, right? Yeah, it's a French festival, and we're all in line, and we're just laughing and giggling, and like John said, and then all of a sudden John's in line. John's like, watch this, watch this. and he just starts talking to this guy. And this is the thing, you guys. Let me tell you. For those of you that know me, know that I can talk to a lot of people, and I can just start talking. There's nobody better than John Godbert. John Godbert will get to know where you live, how you live, and not only will he do that, he got this guy to buy him a beverage at the time, and it was unreal. It was the funniest thing. And then he walked out, and they were like best friends. They might have got each other's numbers, and the way they went with life. And he never met the yeah, and nobody, and he never met this guy. And that's just the kind. But that's just the that just goes to show though the person that you are, and it's a great piece. And I'm fortunate enough, and everybody that's around your circle is just as fortunate. And I know you gave a lot of accolades to everybody that supported you, but I think that goes to show, John, how much support you gave to everybody else, how much love you gave to everybody else. Because when we do that, it comes back 100 times fold, and it obviously did in your circumstance. So, how are you living your best life now? You've been through this turmoil, you've been through this difficult time. How is your quality of living? Oh, that's cool. Happy birthday, Olivia. Mhm. Yeah, yeah. And you kind of added your little tweak to it too, though. I mean, it's kind of that's what's so nice. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, a little spice, a little spice. We're gonna move in a different direction. I want to get some funny comments here and funny things. So I want to ask some funny, weird questions for you. So this is kind of the category I title it as embarrassing experiences. What is something that everybody looks stupid doing? Would you say? And for those of you that are not catching the visual, John has a sleeveless on today, but that's okay. I've done a podcast with my shirt off. Coach Tony, and I have done that, so that's okay. Oh, yet. Yeah, of course you are. Absolutely. When I would teach summer school, at the end of summer school each summer with the high schoolers, we would do this, and it was hilarious. Hilarious. Oh, it's just incredible. They come out with like the reddest stomach ever. All right. Okay. Okay. Wow. Wow. Oh my goodness. Man, okay. So, caveat to that, what's the most embarrassing situation you've ever been part of? Okay. Mm.
I was expecting shard. I was expecting shit on myself. That's actually not that bad. That's not that bad. Yeah, I think you're okay. All right. Yeah, yeah. So I know embarrassment's really not a big thing for you, so I'm not even gonna ask you that question. But so superpower. Okay, this is rapid answer here. If you could program one of your organs to perform a supernatural superpower, what would it be? I love it. If you could have a superpower that only worked once a year, what would it be? And bonus points if you come up with something funny. Okay. Okay. If you could have, what's that? Okay. Okay. If you could have a superpower that would let you travel through time, but you could only go back 10 seconds at a time, would you use it while doing sex? And let's see, let's do some miscellaneous ones here. What sport do you really find silly and have trouble understanding why others enjoy it? You're a sport guy, so that's going to be a tough question for you. Okay. Yeah. 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 So let me ask you this question as we're getting to the top of the hour here, John. You are an inspiration and to so many because you've worked on yourself to become the better person that you are. That I like to call it the ideal best self, right? But you also went through some really tragic, ugly, scary moments. Divorce is one of the most stressful times in people's lives. Um, Moving is one of the most stressful situations. But not only that, you were on a deathbed for many, many years. What would you say to someone that maybe stumbled on this podcast and heard your story? They're in the hospital bed right now and they hear your story. What words of inspiration would you give to them? And maybe it doesn't even have to be that far, that's scary. It could be just maybe something that they're really struggling with. What would you tell them?
Mhm, mhm. Mm, mhm. Yeah, or we can do that on the live stream too that we're gonna do. So what? Yeah, yeah. Whatever. Go ahead if you want to just quickly share that quickly story on on what. Here. Let me just start it for you, John. So John was part of my Live to Thrive 12-week program and mindset, body, so fitness, wellness, and then finding the bigger purpose in life. But one thing that we really stumbled and we worked on was his instant gratification and his addiction. His addiction was that he was addicted to Mountain Dew. He started the program out at 48 cans a week. John, you can take it from there. Yeah, so basically down to zero. Yeah, that Yeah. One quick question, and then I want you to give everybody your handles on your socials so people can reach out to you, and also put those in the description when we release this pod here, John. What is, your life? Monumental, extravagant, resilient, defeated death. If your life had a theme song, what would it be? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love it. Yeah, possibly. I think so. I think so. Um, we do. Yeah, yeah. It probably is. It probably is. I think it's just called the Rocky theme song. Yeah, I think as I'm looking for. Yeah, and yeah, well, we'll get to that. Hold on, you're getting too fast. All right, that's how we end the podcast. Tell everybody how they can get a hold of you if they want some questions. Maybe you can help them because I know earlier in the podcast you talked about that. Hey, I'm here to help people. Where can they get a hold of you? You got a Facebook page, you got an Instagram page, maybe an email. What do you got? I was blackjack. You still got it right there. Uh, yeah, then you were 22, right? I think you were 22. Yep. Okay. Okay. All right, and there you got it, everybody. Another great episode of Framing New Heights. The one and only John Godbert. As always, stay true to yourself and always 1% better in mind, body, and soul. And everybody, stay flexed. All right, hold on, everybody.